Well, old Hunter Biden's the Daily Mail UK website's doing videos on or articles on him now. You know, he's got a baby mama that's a stripper, and they have a 16th month old child, and she's trying to figure out what's the appropriate amount of money you, the baby daddy, owes me. You know, child support. Therefore, I need to look at those records. And Biden's lawyers are saying, no, we need to keep that sealed, keep it sealed, you know, because his dad's Joe Biden, and that might affect it somehow. No, I think you guys want to keep it sealed, because when you find out how many millions of dollars that criminal family was pulling in, old Hunter Biden was pulling in, you'll realize how, well, next question, how did he get all that income? Oh, he sat on the board of this company, he got a deal from that company. Oh, there's all these companies we never even heard about. So it wasn't just Burisma in Ukraine. Oh, there's more. Oh my God, there's a lot more. Oh my God, he's got millions coming in. And are there any transfers coming out of his account? Are they going in his daddy Joe Biden's account by chance? Same with Nancy Pelosi and her son, John Kerry and his son, and all that stuff, right? So, exclusive, Hunter Biden complains. His stripper baby mama is trying to embarrass him because he's Joe Biden's son by demanding details of his cash from Ukraine. From Ukraine. Oh, so this is very specific, isn't it? During bitter paternity dispute. Hunter Biden had his December 13th filing in his paternity case with baby mama London Roberts, 28 years old, unsealed by a judge Thursday. DailyMail.com can disclose that his legal team argued information that came from his deposition scheduled for December 23rd could, well, unreasonably annoy... Who's out the door? Who can it be ringing at my door? Stay away. Oh, it's one of the neighbor kids. It's one of the neighbor kids.
Aww. Emily and Ashley are inside, so...
Well, maybe they'll answer the door. Oh, I see the door opening. It's Emily. You guys want to come out and play? That little kid, he's a bit younger than my kids, and his sister is too. Like, he's 6 and his sister's 7. My kids are 13 and 10. But they go out and play with them sometimes anyways. Now, where was I? All right, guys, if unsealing this could unreasonably annoy, embarrass, or oppress Mr. Biden. Roberts filed papers in Independence County, Arkansas in May, saying Biden is the father of the 16-month-old child. A DNA test proved Biden to be the father. She is seeking child support from Biden, 49, and is demanding for him to turn over his financial details so the court can establish how much he should pay. Biden has been trying to keep his details about his money under seal. On Wednesday, Roberts accused Biden of refusing to hand over his financial records and demanded to turn over all documents. DailyMail.com revealed last Friday that Biden's wife, Melissa Cohen, who he married after a 10-day romance in May, is pregnant with his 5th child. Round, round, get around. Biden gets around. Yeah, get around. Woo, he gets around. I'd say. Hunter Biden grumbled about having his financial information open to the world's media and not being available on the night before Christmas Eve for a deposition in his paternity case, according to newly unsealed court papers obtained exclusively by DailyMail.com. Biden is embroiled in a high-profile legal battle with his stripper baby mama, London Roberts, who filed papers in May saying Biden is the father of the 16-month-old child. A DNA test from last month proved Biden to be the father of the unnamed toddler. You know what I feel like deep inside? I feel this is going to happen to Bill Clinton with that kid that's mixed race, black and white kid. What's his name? Younger kid. In his 20s now. I believe he's in his 20s. Who claimed his mom, who was worked the street, so to speak, got impregnated by Bill Clinton. She just happened to be living right where Bill Clinton had been jogging many times when, I don't know if it was before or during, I think it was during him being governor of Arkansas, speaking of Arkansas. And if you look at this kid, ooh, his face looks a lot like Bill Clinton. So, seems to me someone ought to do another little DNA test over that direction too. And then we can pull Clinton's records. How much money have you been making? And where's all your money been coming from? Oh, wouldn't that be interesting? Biden has been trying to keep the case under wraps, but an Independence County, Arkansas judge ruled on Thursday to unseal Biden's filing from last week, saying he didn't consider it to contain confidential information. It reveals Biden's legal team had tried to use Biden's famous dad, Joe, to get the deposition sealed, arguing that information that came from his deposition scheduled for December 23rd could, well, unreasonably annoy, embarrass, or oppress Hunter and his family. Anything else on here? They're leaving the lawsuit, the main front page of that. It reveals Biden's legal team had tried to use Biden's famous dad to get the deposition sealed. Okay. His lawyers went up a step further and asked the judge to quash the deposition, saying by handing over an affidavit of his financial means should provide Roberts with all relevant information for any argument of temporary child support. So let's analyze that little paragraph. Where are you going, bro?
Your dad's calling me.
Oh. Let's read that again, because I think there's a little nugget. And I like gold nuggets. I like gold bars a little bit better, but I do like gold nuggets. His lawyers went a step further and asked the judge to quash the deposition. Just get rid of the deposition. We don't need the deposition. Saying, we'll just hand over an affidavit of his financial means. So we'll just tell you, he'll write it on paper. This is what I've got. Trust me. Signed, sealed, delivered affidavit. Can we just do that? No. No, I think we want to look a little deeper, Mr. Biden, little Hunter. The hunted become the hunter, or the hunter become the hunted. Excuse me. Remember that from Q? Hunter becomes the hunted. Yeah, I think I'd rather look at the real documents, bank account information, deposits, withdrawals, that old chestnut. On Wednesday, Roberts accused Biden of refusing to hand over his financial records and demanded him to turn over all documents pertaining to his accounts from the past 5 years, specifically. She filed papers asking the court to compel him to turn over those records. The two met while Roberts worked as a stripper at Empire in Washington, D.C. She gave birth to their child last August. She wants Biden's financial records to establish how much he should pay in child support, as well as proving he can afford to foot her $11,000 legal bill thus far. Roberts' lawyers said in legal papers that Biden has objected to answering any of their discovery questions, which including confirming the state in which he even lives in, his phone number, and if he worked for Ukrainian oil company Burisma. Now, why would they be asking that specifically? Because they know he did, and they want those records specifically. Show us bank transactions from that company. Why? Because Donald Trump is doing what he said he'd do, draining the swamp, and the Bidens are in his crosshairs, so to speak. I'm telling you, it's gonna get good. Another Beast Boy song. I'm talking about good vibrations. Oh, this is a good vibration coming on. Her lawyer said it should by now be abundantly clear to the court that the defendant is not going to answer or provide any of his discoverable financial information unless the court forces him to do so. And the court can do that, by the way. They can force you. The defendant has provided no support for this child for over a year. The court should not let the defendant continue to avoid his natural and legal duty to support his child by failing to provide basic information about his income, finances, and lifestyle. This court should compel the defendant to answer the interrogatories and requests for production documents in time for the January 7th, 2020 hearing in this case. He's only got a couple, 2-3 weeks. DailyMail.com revealed last Friday that Biden's wife, Melissa Cohen, 32 years of age, who he married after a 10-day romance in May, is pregnant with his 5th child in her 2nd trimester. A close friend of Melissa's told Daily Mail TV that while the couple is thrilled to having a baby, there's also a lot of anxiety around the pregnancy. The friend explained, well, friends are deeply concerned. Anyone who knows Melissa knows that she's one of the sweetest people you can meet. She's in love with Hunter, and of course they're thrilled, but the pain and stress they're going through every day is a cause for real concern. Oh, you mean the pain and suffering they're going through because of this poor person who's bringing a lawsuit against him, who also happens to have be the mother of his child, and rightfully wants some of that money. I won. Give me my money. Biden says, you what? I lost. There is constant hatred directed towards them from Trump supporters and the president himself, they said. People are attacking her. She's not running for office. Her husband's dad is. All she wants to do is keep her unborn child safe. The source added, and Melissa is also not making a noise about being a new mom because she is respectful of the other woman's child, and her mother. Luckily, she's a very strong woman, and she will get through this with Hunter because they have a love which is strong. My endless love. Thank you. Biden and Melissa are currently living in LA, but are considering relocating to keep their family safe. No, I'm going to guess that they're considering relocating out of the effing country to maybe a safe haven country that won't grant the United States request to bring his ass back here because he's coming back. He's got some splaining to do. Not only to his wife, the mother, baby mama, but to everyone else, and our president especially, because you are taking in millions of dollars from this illicit act in Ukraine, from Burisma, and there's a pending investigation currently happening, and you're going to be might need to ask you a question or two. Telling you, it is getting good. Excited to see where this goes. Take care.